Hello and welcome. Today I am finally decorating my little studio corner with a bookshelf. I managed to score this really cheap solid pine bookshelf off of Marketplace, and my plan is to sand it up and paint it to make it just a nice crisp white bookshelf which can display books, but also a few little knickknacks of things that I've made just for some kind of decoration behind me. I haven't done anything quite like this before, and I know there are proper steps that you're supposed to take to make it really professionally finished, but I'm keeping this very budget friendly because it is only a display that's going behind me, and when we do move on, I can sell it on as well. Hopefully in a bit better condition than what I found it in, because the people I bought it off of had just left it sitting outside, and if you know anything about Darwin and the humidity, that is not so great for wood, especially because little creatures like to make wood their residence. The first thing I did was debug the shelf, brushing it down to get rid of all the webs and just general dust that it had accumulated from being outside. And then it was time to go to Bunnings. If Spotlight is my favourite store, then Bunnings is a very close second.
Fancy seeing you here.
The next step was to sand it down. I just went for a coarse sanding block and did the whole shelf top to bottom. I didn't bother with a fine sander after that because, as I said, we're going for budget friendly, and it was already hard enough spending 45 minutes out there brushing and sanding a bookshelf that I really could not do another 45 minutes. For those of you that don't quite understand, I was out there in the morning. It was already 29 degrees, but it felt like 38 with the humidity at 78%. Which is why by the end of it, I looked like that dog that has been stung by a bee and is very unhappy. For the paint, I just got this vivid white in a sample pot size. The lady assured me that it wasn't one that was already used. Someone's just spilt paint all over it. Still don't think I should have had to have got this one, but anyway. It's supposedly low sheen. I chose something less glossy because I didn't want something really shiny behind me. And I just got the rollers to match that are supposedly for low sheen paint. My plan is to use just a little paintbrush to cut in like you would if you were painting a room. I'm hoping that'll help me get a really nice finish. If I run out of paint, I will just grab another one of these. I just didn't want a really massive tin of paint that I didn't have much else use for. And my very fancy paint tray is actually the bottom piece of a lunchbox container. Tom's work supply lunches for the pilots each day. Unfortunately, they do come packed in a lot of plastic, but today I am at least putting some of it to good use by using it as a paint tray. It's even got this kind of waffle texture to it, which will hopefully help get a nice even coat of paint on my roller. I finished doing the sanding and wiping down the bookshelf yesterday, leaving today for painting. So I kind of severely underestimated how much paint I would need done the top shelf. And I haven't even done the underside of the top. Oops, and that's only one coat as well. This little 200ml tub, no. I don't know why I ever thought it was going to be enough. Back to Bunnings! While I'm waiting for the bookshelf to dry before I can bring it in, there's another little side project that I wanted to do to help me decorate it, which is some little hand-painted bookends. Among the packaging material I saved from our purchases when we moved in here were these little right angle pieces of tough cardboard. They're nothing special, but I thought with a little bit of paint they could look really cute and will save me buying some bookends. So I'm thinking I'll do a really simple design, just painting them white and then maybe a little bit of a floral bouquet almost kind of design on the ends. And I've got 4, so I thought I could do matching pairs. They might be a little bit thick for bookends to sit under the books, but I thought it was worth a shot and would be a fun little experiment. I have a bookshelf. I'm sure with some time I will be adding many more things and also probably rearranging where everything is sitting. But for now we have a few decorative things across the top. The books I've bought over the last year that I haven't sent home yet. Some non-fiction books down here, again, that I haven't sent home but probably will want to hang on to. I also have my sewing machine down here, and I plan to use the bottom shelf for art and craft supplies that are not necessarily pretty to look at but will be handy to have within close reach. And obviously help me clean up this room a little bit, because when I'm between projects there is bits and pieces pretty much everywhere. My little cardboard bookends turned out cute, but my books are quite heavy for them to hold and they're not super stable. So they work to an extent, as you can see when the weight of the books kind of shifts, and I'm worried over time they'll actually probably just break. But it was a fun little experiment and they do make nice little decorations. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bookshelf transformation today and are inspired to revamp something in your own space to make your dreams happen. But in the meantime, you know the drill. Like a video to feed the creator for a day, subscribe to support them forever. Until next time, keep dreaming. It itches so bad. Painted and decorated. I didn't turn my light on. Oh. Oh my gosh. I need more books.